Three things that I find so easy about SEO that you can start implementing on your own website and your own small business website. Maybe if you don't have the funds or the time to work with an agency or a freelancer to work on your SEO, here are some really cool things that you can start implementing in and around your SEO strategy. Number one is your Google My Business profile. I cannot stress to you enough the importance of local SEO. What local SEO means is basically your Google Map rankings and how your website appears within your specific area. Now, a lot of people forget about Google Maps. Unfortunately, Google Maps and Google My Business have made it a little bit difficult in the last few years. You have to have a physical address of where your office or your business is located. You have to verify that address. So you can't use a random address. You can't use a playing field or a park in your local area. If you have to use your specific location and your address. I know this all too well. A good friend of mine who is a dog trainer, who's actually training our dog at the moment, unfortunately had her Google My Business taken down because she didn't put her actual address. She put a playing field close by to her house and she didn't want to add her address on the internet, which I can completely agree. So it's really important that you have a physical address of where you can utilize that business profile for. Obviously, it is even more important to then optimize that profile by including all of your name, your business address, your contact number, your website. You can then use it to start securing reviews. You can post to that, use it a little bit like a social media profile. But what will start to happen is as you optimize it, as you add more content, as you link your website, as you get reviews, you will start to climb up the Google rankings and your Google My Business will start to appear for particular keywords when people search on Google or even in Google My Maps. So please, it's the most simplest thing. It doesn't cost any money. Please ensure you're optimizing it correctly. I've done a separate video all about Google My Businesses and how you can ensure it's optimized. So go ahead and look on the channel and you can have a look at that. Number two is all about optimizing your on-page SEO. When it comes down to SEO, there are two elements, your on-page and your off-page SEO. So what I like to do is suggest to clients is to target one keyword per page. With our clients, when we are actually doing done for you SEO, we typically tend to target maybe about 2 keywords per page. I always advise people that are doing it themselves target 1 keyword per page. For example, it could be bakery in London, it could be bakery in South London, best bakery in London, etc. And picking 1 keyword for each page, ensuring that it's in your meta description. So if you're on WordPress, it's super easy to update. Your meta title, so all of the information that Google picks up on your website, as well as inside your content and on the headers on the page. What will start to happen is as your content evolves and as you start to get indexed to Google, you will start ranking for those keywords. Have a look, go to Google, do a bit of reverse engineer success, type in best bakery in London, see who appears, go onto their website, do Command F or Control F, find out how many times they've mentioned that particular keyword in their content, and use that as a little bit of a base when it comes down to writing your content. And the third thing, and I think a lot of the things that are overlooked when it comes down to SEO, is all about your content. Quality over quantity. I cannot stress this enough. It comes down to the point that I just mentioned when it comes down to your keywords. Don't overstuff your keywords. Don't add so many keywords on the page. That's literally all it is. Write quality content. Yes, you can use AI as a starting point, and I stress as a starting point. There are SEOs out there that will say that AI content is fine and it will rank. Yes, it will rank, but it won't convert. It's so important to have good content that, yes, is good from a Google perspective, but it's actually readable for your users, because what you want people to do is come onto your website, read a bit about what you do, and then get in touch with you. It's a common thing I see on so many websites about sort of creating content here, there, and everywhere, willy-nilly, with no strategy behind, writing content for Google, not writing it for your users. Do a mixture of both. It's so important. When you're writing out that content, maybe include some frequently asked questions, include some YouTube videos that maybe you've created, include some imagery, and keep that page as engaging as possible, because once people land on that page, you want them to convert. Look at your competitors, see what they're doing with their web design, work with the web developer, work with the web designer to make those pages look really, really good. Keep it simple, keep it effective, maybe add some frequently asked questions on there as well, interactive quizzes, Calendly link bookings if you want them to get in touch, contact forms. all that kind of stuff to try and keep your users engaged, find out the information that they need, and then get in touch or buy if it's an e-commerce store, all that kind of stuff. Don't overcomplicate it. Start with the basics of SEO first. These 3 things are going to get you started and put you ahead of some of your competitors that have never looked at SEO before. If you have any questions about SEO, put them in the comments below or head over to nautilusmarketing.co.uk where we can help you with your SEO. Done a few packages. We can also do some consulting for you to get you on your way. But it's so important that every business should be doing SEO, and these 3 tips are really, really going to help you in doing so. Stay awesome, stay safe, but most importantly, stay nerdy.